Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Hope you were able to get a view of the annular solar eclipse. That's not the same as annual. Annular means that it was a partial eclipse, and it happened right at sunrise, and it was gorgeous. So if you missed it, then there are videos all over the place online where you can take a look at it, and I'm sure it'll probably show up on your news feed on social media. In the meantime, let's look at where we're going over the next few days, because we did have a weak cold front that dropped through overnight, and it's continuing to slowly push its way southward. It's going to be a tale of two cities in a sense today, because the further north you go, you're going to get a break in the humidity. The dew points coming down from New York City and Long Island and northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, north and east. Everybody's going to pretty much top in the lower 80s. A few of the warm spots might push it up to 84 or 5. But if you go down to southern New Jersey, southern Pennsylvania, and point south, you're going to have dew points that are still up there, because that weather front still hasn't quite pushed far enough south yet. So it is going to be uncomfortable in those particular areas. Not expecting too much to happen today, other than the fact that the south of that frontal boundary, which is going to run across southern New Jersey, southern Pennsylvania, and point south, we're going to run into the risk that there could be some scattered thunderstorms that'll pop up later on today. Now, for tomorrow, Friday, we are going to have more clouds, particularly as you head south again. And in fact, there will be some rain that could make it as far north as certainly south central, southeastern Pennsylvania, maybe even up to about Route 195 in central New Jersey for a short period of time. We're not talking about an all-day rain, but the further south you go, the better that chance of rain is going to be, and the longer it's going to last. And that's why you see these temperatures here only in the 60s. In the meantime, you go further north, you're going to be drier with very low dew points, especially up into southern and central New England and in the Hudson Valley. Temperatures are going to be mostly in the low to mid 70s, and it will have high clouds that will probably push up into those areas. But no, I don't think the rain will make it. And then the weekend looks pretty much okay. Saturday, we're looking at reasonable humidity everywhere. Temperatures are going to be mostly in the upper 70s to low 80s. We'll have a fair amount of sunshine. Should be a good day overall. Sunday, we're going to see the humidity come up a little bit, but it's not going to get really oppressive. Dew points will be back up in the low 60s. So we're looking at temperatures on Sunday probably back up into the lower 80s. We have a cold front that'll be coming through, and that could trigger off some late day showers or thunderstorms. And then as we move on into next week, it'll probably be lower or middle 80s. It's not the strongest cold front in the world that'll be coming through. In fact, there'll be a series of weather fronts that we're going to be seeing coming through starting on Sunday and in through the first part of next week. Watching the satellite loop here as the sun rises, we just have mainly clear, or at least partially clear, skies over the northeast down into the northern mid-Atlantic states. But you can see there is energy here across the lower Mississippi Valley and then east into the middle Atlantic states. And this is going to be where they're going to have the shot for some clusters of showers and thunderstorms developing later today. The morning radar is obviously very quiet in the northeast. You've got some patchy showers in parts of Virginia, western North Carolina, West Virginia, even a little activity going on in areas in Pennsylvania, but just a small area there in the central part of the state. And also you're seeing some big storms this morning in northern Mississippi into western Alabama. The Storm Prediction Center has marginal risk in parts of Arkansas into western Mississippi, northeastern Louisiana, but look at the big area up in the Dakotas. This is probably going to be a fairly widespread severe weather outbreak today in North and South Dakota, into Nebraska, and also into western Montana. So a busy day ahead here by the Storm Prediction Center in this particular area. The next 2 days The weather is going to be, as far as severe weather is concerned, a bit more subdued, just a small area of marginal risk there in Kansas and in parts of Missouri. And then on Saturday into Sunday morning, again, small risk there in northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado. Not much in the way of thunderstorm activity in the northeast and into the mid-Atlantic states on Saturday. That represents all the dry air. And you're seeing the general thunderstorm area much further to the south. As far as rainfall is concerned for the next 7 days, not a whole lot in eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England, really. We're looking at pretty much rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. So between whatever thunderstorms we get late Sunday, plus how far north the rain sneaks up from the south, it really doesn't produce very much. The half-inch line moves into just about south central, southeastern, just touching southeastern PA, over into Delaware, and then you start to get into the higher amounts when you move down into Virginia, eastern North Carolina, on the order of 1.5 inches to some places in eastern North Carolina getting up to 3 inches. Anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches across North Georgia, northern Mississippi, back over into Alabama, and again, some isolated areas. Also note down in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, you're seeing some big precip showing up there, and that's going to be due to increasing tropical moisture and eventually possibly a tropical system that may come out from the Caribbean and Central America and find its way into the Southwest Gulf. So let's run you through real quick what to expect here in the next 5 days. A decent day overall. Again, if you're south of the frontal boundary, southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, southward, you're going to deal with clouds and maybe a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon and evening. Move up north into toward New England. It'll have more sun than anything else. And then on Friday, as a low develops there in the central Appalachians, you can see a little bit of rain trying to push up tomorrow afternoon into southern New Jersey, southern Pennsylvania. And then it starts to pull out as the low moves offshore and heads to the east. Even drier air will be pulled down from New England during the day on Saturday. Little instability shower there that pops up in eastern PA. And then as we move on into Sunday, here comes the next cold front with maybe some late day showers or storms, followed by some drier air behind it on Monday. So overall, really, we are looking at an okay weekend, and the oppressive heat and humidity that many of you have been dealing with for the last six days or so is done with for the time being. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, right on Long Island. 631-756-1125. The best prices in town, better than the big box stores, and they have a lot of hurricane supplies if you want to prep that up for the upcoming hurricane season, just to make sure all your emergency equipment is in order. And also wholesale holiday lighting by Giannini at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York, also on Long Island. And if you're interested in getting your home decorated when we get toward Christmas, or maybe you want to do this as a business, 631-957-5106. Give them a call, and their website is liholidaylighting.com. So enjoy your day. The Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight will be at its regular time at 7:30 Eastern. We hope to see you then. I'm sure Joe's going to have a lot to say about this morning's eclipse, and I'm sure he was thrilled that sky conditions were A-OK in most of the Northeast this morning. So that was a good thing for him. So we'll see you tonight at 7:30.